Let's not gloss over what we've got in the way of a great Sunday that we went through. Tons of sunshine, and we're going to end it here with a beautiful view from the Island View Casino. But as you just saw in our WDSU first warning weather, we've made tomorrow a weather alert day when we've got the risk of tornadoes to come back into the forecast. And it's been a long time since we've had anything like severe weather. I want to have everybody prepared. So that's the rationale behind this. The greatest risk will be for the North Shore. And even from there, it's going to be farther north and west, and the timing's going to come much later. Today's top temperatures, upper 60s there to the lakefront, held back by the water and the wind influence, but 70s elsewhere. It was a beautiful one. Temperatures easing back to the 60s, and the air is pretty dry. But I want to jump right into this forecast because it is a potent storm system starting to shape up. There's the leading warm front, there's the trailing cold front, and we're going to put all the ingredients together for a pretty hefty system to roll our way. The timing of this is still slightly in question, but the worst parts of severe weather usually come in the warmest part of the day. We'd be looking at about 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. right now at this time of the year. It may be a little bit later, which might be some good news. However, that means we're all in bed, and that could pose an extra danger. Low temperatures, 50s and 50s to 60s to get going. But here's kind of the breakdown of initial timing by one particular forecast. 6:30 when we get up, everything's fine. Throughout most of the day, we should be fine. So we should be able to get, if you're still in school, work in school, we're okay. This forecast is very late, coming in the overnight hours, Monday into early Tuesday morning. There's the hefty storm systems, 4 a.m. I think that's a little bit too late. I want to go a little bit earlier because a second forecast is much earlier. If we go in between the two, that shows it's nighttime to maybe midnight hours. 3 in the afternoon, we start to see storms firing, but by 6 p.m. or so, they're closing in near Baton Rouge, in near southwest Mississippi. And what I don't want to see are these particular signs of storms that are individual in nature, that have a potential to show rotation. This one has the forecast in towards the metro and the North Shore by about 9. So that's a pretty big difference in the timing. But I'm going to show you my best timing after we get through it. The winds will be gusty tomorrow. We're going to add some higher humidity. And with temperatures to 80, that's all the energy in the atmosphere that could be released. So here's the severe weather outlook right now. Levels 1 and 2 risks were over at this time. And the levels 1 and 2 risks there go to a level 3 risk, that enhanced risk, which is just north. So everybody in that yellow, that is a slight risk, what's called level 2 out of 5 different categories. And that's pretty elevated when we're a couple of days out from that risk for severe storms. Tornado threat, you look at the percentages, you think, well, that's not bad. When you're looking at something that can cause harm or even worse, that's a pretty healthy threat. All the ingredients together show that the worst part of this storm system, when you put in the jet stream winds, the spin, the energy, should be coming just north of the region where I've outlined. But the North Shore does have a little sliver that's within that area. So that's my biggest concern. So break down the threats. Strong straight line wind gusts are still topping that list, but there is an elevated tornado threat. Here's my best timing on it right now. After 3 o'clock west of Baton Rouge, after 6 o'clock from Baton Rouge to Hammond, and then after sunset, well after sunset, but maybe after 9 o'clock as we get to much of the North Shore and the metro. Again, when that's going to be through, then everything's free and clear. Temperatures into Tuesday are a little bit different here. This could be around the midnight hour, and temperatures are actually set about that time and then start to cool down. So that'll be something to watch. But of course, the big deal is going to be on what happens for that risk of severe weather. And a quick look at the forecast here for Thanksgiving. There is a chance we could bring some more rain that time, so it could be a little bit wet for Turkey Day. WDSU first warning weather 7-day forecast. I should bump that up. That should be a weather alert day, not an impact, but a weather alert day for the risk and threat for severe storms. Of course, with the risk of tornadoes we just went through, the best timing shows most of us should find the storms after 6 p.m.